Thank you for joining us today for the Elementary Academic Derby. We're featuring Dixon Elementary School and Stateside Elementary School. Today we have Becky Sewell, who will be our scorekeeper. I'm Pam Thomas, and I will be your moderator. Let's meet our players so we can get started on this exciting game, and we will begin introductions with Stateside.
I'm Cameron Hill from Ms. Kite's homeroom.
I'm Riley Hart from Ms. Kirkhart's homeroom.
I'm Dylan Beatty from Miss Dawson's homeroom.
I'm Alexander Kluke from Miss Kite's homeroom.
Susan Holder is the coach for Stateside. Let's meet our players for Dixon.
I'm Lillian Abelson from Miss Queen's homeroom.
I am Grady Barnes from Miss Queen's homeroom.
I am Lillian Cam from Miss Queen's homeroom.
I am Jacob Rasmussen from Miss Queen's homeroom.
Melissa Queen is the coach for Dixon Elementary. We reviewed our rules. Dixon, 7 questions goes to you first, and we're doing a math question, so you may need your pencils. What is the number of items in a baker's dozen? Jacob?
13.
13. You didn't need your pencil for that, did you? Good. Science. The International Commission on Snow and Ice has defined snowflakes into different types. This type looks like something you'd see on a pine tree. What's its name? Stateside? Riley?
A pine cone?
Not a pine cone, but that is on a pine tree. Needles. Needles is the correct answer. Good. Thank you for answering, y'all. English. Spell this word that was on the 2013 National Spelling Bee. The word is cucumber. Lillian?
C-U-M-B-E-R.
Can you spell that again all in at one time for me?
C-U-M-B-E-R.
I believe that's correct. Thank you.
She didn't say that the first time.
She didn't?
I don't think she did.
Okay.
We'll check it.
We'll check that, okay? You have to speak up so we can hear, because she can hear through her headphones because it goes in the back, but I can't. Let's go down to Stateside. Cameron?
C-U-M-B-E-R.
That is correct. Thank you. History. One part of the Palace of Versailles grounds contains a small estate that was given to the Queen and King Louis XVI, who is quoted as saying, "Let them eat cake." What is the Queen's name? Lillian? Lillian?
Elizabeth.
No, that's incorrect. Stateside? And that would be Marie Antoinette. Literature. Name this author of this book on the Library of Congress's list of books that shaped America. And the book is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and we're looking for the author. Stateside? And the author is L. Frank Baum. Geography. Name the state that Nantucket County is in. It is one of the 10 richest counties in America as measured by CNBC. Stateside? Massachusetts. You had a bunch of states to choose from. You could have just pulled one out of the air and guessed. Y'all need to do that. Sports. On January 1st, 2014, the 100th Rose Bowl was played in Pasadena, California. What sport is played at the Rose Bowl? Grady.
College football.
That is correct. That is correct. Very good. Now let's go 7 questions Stateside. Math question. What is 20% of 360? What is 20% of 360? Dylan?
18.
That's incorrect, but that's a good try. Dixon? Jacob?
9.
72. 20% of 36 is 72. Science. Identify the chemical element that is often added to this common condiment so that when you eat your food, it tastes better. When you swim in the ocean, it clings to your skin. What is this element? Cameron?
Chlorine.
Not chlorine. Dixon, Jacob?
Sodium.
I'll accept that. It's salt. English. Give the words that fit the definition from Ambrose Bryce's The Devil's Dictionary. A period of 24 hours mostly misspent. Wait just a minute. It was Stateside's question. We're waiting. Alex?
A waste of the day.
Day is the correct answer. History, and we'll accept that, Alex. History, 2013 marks the 50th anniversary of the shooting of President John Kennedy. What year was he shot and killed? 2013 marks the 50th anniversary of the shooting of President John Kennedy. What year was he shot and killed?
1963.
That is correct, Alec. Literature. What is at the beginning of most fairy tales? And it's 4 words. Cameron?
Once upon a time.
That's it, for sure. Geography. Name the type of glaciers that can be found in the Andes, the Alps, and the Himalayas. Who rang in then? Riley?
Mountains.
Mountain glaciers is correct. And final category is in art. Earthenware, stoneware, and porcelain are what type of artwork? Alex?
Pottery.
Pottery it is. That's the end of our first round. Very quick round 2. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Join us then.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey Smokey, catch!
Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We are almost ready to begin round 2. First, let me share the score with you. We have Dixon with 6 points and Stateside with 12. In this round, we have a bonus so you can pick up a few extra points. We also have new participants for both teams, and I know that you want to meet them. So let's hear from Stateside.
I'm Lydia Arnold from Miss Warden's class.
I'm Owen Whiteman from Miss Kirkhart's class.
I'm Sadie Miller from Miss Warden's class.
I'm Morgan Garrick from Miss Dawson's class.
And let's hear from Dixon as well.
I'm Robert Oat from Miss Queen's class.
I'm Levi Williamson from Miss Queen's class.
I'm Jack Mobley from Miss Queen's class.
And welcome new players. Ready to begin. First question goes to Stateside. Math terms. What are the standard rules of operation in math? Owen?
Identity, commutative, and associate.
That's incorrect, but you know there are properties in math. I'm glad you said that. Dixon? Jacob?
The order of operations.
Okay, can you give those to me?
Okay. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction.
Very good. You don't get the bonus, but I was hoping that y'all would, because it is "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," and that's the device that you to remember by. Dixon, sports. What is the annual baseball award for defense? Stateside? Owen?
The base keeper award?
No, it's the Golden Glove. Stateside, stateside trivia. Examples of these are rubies, sapphires, and diamonds. The word starts with a G. What is it? Owen?
Gems.
That's correct, and here's your bonus. What is the only gem that can cut through glass? Owen?
Diamond.
A diamond. I knew those girls would know that because they say diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Honestly, though,
Okay, you did it. Okay, good. Dixon, geography. It is less than 10 miles wide at the point where southwestern Europe gets closest to northwestern Africa. Identify this narrow strait between the two countries. Stateside? Owen?
the equator?
Not the equator, it's the Strait of Gibraltar. Stateside mythology. What Roman god of both spring and war shares his name with a planet? Let's go to Dixon. Jacob?
Mars.
It is Mars. Vocabulary, Dixon. Give the common term for a notebook computer that you can use without putting on a table. Jack?
A laptop.
A laptop. For your bonus, what five-letter word means having to do with the moon? Okay, Levi, give your bonus answer to Jack. Okay, Jack?
Lunar.
Lunar is correct. Stateside art. Many of his paintings contain darkness and shadows, including the anatomy lesson of Dr. Nicholas Tulp. Name this Dutch artist whose works include The Night Watch. Dixon? And that would be old Mr. Rembrandt. Spelling, Dixon, the waiter asked how we like the house vinaigrette. Spell vinaigrette. Jacob?
Vinegaretete.
That is incorrect, but that's a great try. Stateside? Lydia?
Vinegaretete.
That's a heck of a try too. It's incorrect, but let me spell it for you. Vineigrettete. Stateside literature. Name the novel by Alexander Dumas where the men in the novel live by the motto, one for all and all for one. Owen?
Three Musketeers.
That is it. For your bonus, name one of the Three Musketeers. Owen, you got a guess there?
Mickey.
No, I like that though. I like that. It is, you could have said Athos, Porthos, or Aramis. Dixon, math problem for you. Solve for x. Solve for x. If 7x plus 3 equals 66, what is x? 7x plus 3 equals 66. Okay, Stateside. Sadie?
9.
9 is right. Science, Stateside. Coal is a source of energy primarily burned for the production of electricity and heat. It is mainly made of one element. Very important for life. Is the main element carbon, iron, oxygen, or silicon? I'm sorry. Hey, can't let you talk. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to pass that question up to, it wasn't a bonus. Sorry about that. We have to go up to Dixon. Jacob?
Carbon.
Carbon is correct. Literature, Dixon. This American author, famed for his legal novels like The Pelican Brief and his 2013 book, The Racketeer, he has expanded his literary output to include a teenage boy who helps solve minor criminal cases. What is his name? We're looking for the author. Stateside? And that would be John Grisham. And that is the end of our second round. We'll be right back in just a minute. See you then.
When it comes to saving money,
What?
don't act like a baby.
Oh, it's like they're having their own little meeting.
This is so humiliating.
Be the boss.
I'm the boss.
What the?
Power nap.
You were saying?
And make a budget.
Let's get to work.
Need a little help?
Stacy, read back the notes.
I can't read. What's it say?
Create a personalized savings plan and get other tools and tips
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
at feedthepig.org.
For all the papas out there, let's stop what we're doing and take a moment. A moment to be with our kids. They can be loud moments, goofy moments, sporty moments, dorky moments, kooky moments. Moments where we talk or walk or just hang out. It doesn't really matter. They all count because every time dads take a moment to be with their kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's all take a moment to make a moment today.
We have a very close score right now. The course score is separated by 2 points. We have Dixon with 12 points and Stateside with 10. We know about the interrupt penalty in this round. We know about the bonus passing with the question. So a lot of extra points are going to be added during this round. Try to read these questions a little faster so we can get more points on that board. We have both, all of our teammates have played before, so we don't need to introduce ourselves, and we're ready to begin. Alternating questions, team. Geography is the category. Name the state you were, I'm sorry, that's misspelled here. Name the state where you would find Yellowstone Lake. Jacob?
Idaho.
Not Idaho, but I'm glad you guessed. Stateside? Alex?
Michigan.
No, Wyoming. So no harm, no foul on that question. Let's go to history. Martin Luther King's first name was not Martin at birth. What was his name that also started with an M? Grady?
Michael.
Michael it is. Here's your bonus. Martin Luther King was president of the SCLC, which stands for what? Jacob, you have an answer for your team?
No.
That's okay. Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Math terms. What two angles add up to 90 degrees? Owen?
245 degrees.
Well, that's correct, but what I'm looking for is the type of angle.
A line.
Their question still. Yeah, the type of angle.
questions?
Yes, it's your question. You answer.
And a cute.
No, but that's a good try. Let's move up to Dixon. Complementary angles. You see, Owen, you could have given me two different numbers other than 45, and they still would have added up to 90. So we're looking at the type of angle. Science, tell me which part of your head or face is affected by the auditory nerve. Jacob?
Your ear.
Your ear. For your bonus, what part of your head or face is affected by the olfactory nerve? Go ahead, Jacob.
Your nose.
Your nose. U.S. presidents. Which president said, "The world will little note nor long remember what we say here"? Riley?
George Washington.
No, very good try though. Dixon? Jack?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. And here's your bonus. Who was the president who in 1917 wanted the world safe for democracy? Jacob?
John F. Kennedy.
No, it was Woodrow Wilson. But I'm glad you named a president. Grammar. What type of sentence has two independent clauses? Jacob?
A conjunction.
No, but I'm glad you tried. Let's move down to Stateside. Owen?
A proper.
No. Compound, a compound sentence. Compound. Early people. When European settlers arrived in Australia, there were already people living there. What are the descendants of these early people called? Owen?
Pilgrims.
No, a good try. Dixon? Jacob?
The indigenous Australians.
That's a very good answer. That is not what I'm looking for, but it's kind of, if you could be more specific, I would give you a chance. That's okay. It's Aborigines. The Aborigines. Vocabulary. Is a gimlet a hand tool, musical instrument, fruit, or a glove? Jack?
Hand tool.
It is a hand tool. It bores small holes. For your bonus, if something has panache, is it shiny, colorful, old, or stylish? Jacob?
Stylish.
It is stylish. American states. 2 states have capital cities which contain the name of the state. Name one of them. Jacob?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma City is the city. For your bonus, 3 states have or the other one would have been Indiana. 3 states have capitals named for presidents. Name 2 of them. It's their bonus right now. Okay, Jacob?
It's Lincoln, Nebraska, and Jackson, Mississippi.
Very good, and you could have also said Jefferson City for Missouri. American geography. Name one of the 2 Great Lakes which Niagara Falls stands between. Riley?
Lake Superior.
That's incorrect, but that is one of the lakes. Let's go up to Dixon. Jacob?
Lake Erie.
At Lake Erie, and you could have also said Lake Ontario. For your bonus, what river connects the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean? It is named for the saint on whose feast day it was discovered. Correct answer is St. Lawrence River, St. Lawrence. Literature. According to a book by Hugh Lofting, What is unusual about a doctor in the village of Puddleby on the Marsh? Owen?
He's suspicious?
Speak up.
He's suspicious?
No, that's incorrect. Dixon? I cannot. The correct answer is he can talk to the animals. It's a book. The book is Dr. Dolittle. Probably been a long time since y'all have read that. And that is the end of round three, and we will be back with our final score in just a minute.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
We had a very, very good match today. We ended with a total of 64 points scored. This was Dixon's first match of the new season, so they were a little probably apprehensive, but they came through at the end and did both teams a very fine job. Dixon ended with 42 points and Stateside with 22 points. If you'll stay tuned, we're going to be back with another match, and of course I like to end on a big round of applause for yourselves for a job well done. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you!
She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand!
Ah, there you go. Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
Well, we're back with another round of academic derby. We're having Belfork and Belfork and Meadowview Elementary Schools today. Let's meet our players from Meadowview.
Hi, my name is Denaya, and I'm from Miss Hunkler's class.
My name's Tyler Randolph, and I'm from Miss Hunkler's class.
Hi, my name is Annabelle, and I'm from Miss Hunkler's class.
My name is Meredith, and I'm from Miss Hunkler's class.
And the coaches for Meadowview are Stephanie Humphrey and Martha Spain. Let's meet our players for Belfork.
Hello, my name is Ronnie French, and I am from Miss Calabro's class.
My name's Nathan Reese, and I'm from Miss Calabro's homeroom class.
Hi, my name is Logan Armantrout, and I am from Miss Blanchard's homeroom.
My
name is Mayessa Foray from Miss Nestler's homeroom class.
Heather Smith is Belfort's coach. Ready to begin? Belfort, 7 questions to you. First math question is the category. What sign completes the inequality 2/3 blank 1/3? What sign completes the inequality? Nathan? The greater than. Science. When ice melts, it changes to water, which is not solid, but a what? Rodney?
A liquid.
It is a liquid. English. In sports, it's a noun meaning the defensive act of keeping an offense from scoring. In life, it's what parents tell children to make the children cease doing something obnoxious or dangerous. Give this 4-letter word that appears on red traffic signs shaped like octagons and tells drivers to put on their brakes. Logan?
Stop.
Stop. History. After his wife, Letitia, died and left him with 8 children, he married a much younger woman named Julia and had 7 more children with her. Name this U.S. president who later became a member of the Confederate Congress and became president after the death of William Henry Harrison. Rodney.
John Tyler.
John Tyler, you're very good, young man. It's correct. Literature. In October 2012, this cave was found where the lone woman of San Nicolas may have lived by herself on a California island in the early 1800s. That lone woman was the basis for the character name Karana, who lives alone in the same way in what children's novel by Scott Odell? Nathan?
Island of the Blue Dolphins.
That is right. Very good. Geography. I just passed the Presidio and now on my way to the crookedest street in the world, before making a stop at Fisherman's Wharf. Later, I might ride a cable car up to the 9th largest suspension bridge in the world. What large California city am I visiting that was the site of a huge earthquake in 1906? Nathan.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Long information for that answer. Trivia. To increase sales, its founder, Steve Ellis, is now considering things he said at first he'd never do, including breakfast food and drive-through lanes. Name this Mexican restaurant chain famed for its organic food, whose motto is food with integrity. And now we have one in Jacksonville. Nathan?
Taco Bell.
No, not Taco Bell. We have several of those. Let's go down to Meadowview. Janiyah?
Chipotle.
That is right. Chipotle. Meadowview, math question for you first. Give the perimeter of a rectangle 11 inches long and 17 inches wide. Give the perimeter of a rectangle 11 inches long and 17 inches wide. Belfork? Logan?
56.
56. Science. Many things are claimed to help you feel better when you have it, including echinacea, chicken soup, zinc lozenges, and Vicks Vapor Rub. Name this common ailment caused most often by the rhinovirus that brings a runny nose, a sore throat, and general misery. Annabelle?
A cold.
A cold, the old common cold. English. What 6-letter word means both a new group of baby animals and trash you find on the ground that you should pick up? Meredith?
Litter.
Litter. Knew that book was going to help you out, didn't you? Here you go, history. It first came to America without the aid of the ship Speedwell that was supposed to accompany it. It made its most famous voyage in just 67 days. Name the sailing vessel that dropped anchor near Cape Cod, Massachusetts on November 11th, 1620, after carrying a group of pilgrims to the New World. Shania?
Mayflower.
That's correct. Literature. It gave us the phrase, that thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Name this Old Testament book of poetry, largely written by King David, whose 23rd of its 150 chapters gave us the phrase, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Rodney?
Psalms.
Psalms is correct. Geography. It stopped the opening of windows in taxis and removed knives from some shops in its capital city to improve security around the 2012 Communist Party Congress. Name this Asian nation that has Xi Jinping as its president. Tyler?
Korea.
Not Korea. Good try. Belfork? Nathan?
China.
China. Final category is music. Fill in the blank to this song. Blank, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. I'm going to repeat it. You fill in the blank. Blank, a deer, a female deer. Ray, Annabelle?
Doe.
Doe is correct. And that is the end of round one, and we'll be right back. Join us then.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're almost ready to begin round two, but let me share the score with you right now. Belfork has 18 points and Meadowview has 10. Got a bonus in this round, so you can get a few more points. We have one new participant for the Belfork team, so let's meet her.
I am Cheyenne Williams from Miss Nestor's class.
And welcome, Cheyenne. Ready to begin, Meadowview. First question is yours in math. If hamburger cost $1.86 a pound, how much will 7 pounds cost? If hamburger cost $1.86 a pound, how much will 7 pounds cost? Tyler?
$13.02.
You got that right. Here's your bonus. How many donuts are there in 15 dozen? How many donuts are there in 15 dozen? Okay, Meredith, you'll give your answer for your bonus question to Tyler.
16.
No. Well, I got to go with what he said, but I'm sorry about that. It's 180 donuts. Science. What chemical do blue-green bacteria contain that other bacteria doesn't? It's a chemical found in green plants and allows them to produce food with sunlight. Nathan, go ahead. Chlorine. Not chlorine. Let's go down to Meadowview. It's chlorophyll. You were on the right track, Nathan. Literature, Meadowview. Who wrote the popular novel Jurassic Park? Was it Lynn Dighton, Mary Higgins Clark, Michael Crichton, or Catherine Elizabeth Yates? Tyler?
Catherine Elizabeth Yates.
No, but I'm glad you used one of those choices. Belfork? And it would be Michael Crichton. Belfort languages. Which foreign language is the most popular for high school students to study? Is it French, German, Spanish, or Latin? Cheyenne?
Spanish.
It is Spanish. For your bonus, in 1923, Latin was the most popular foreign language for high school students. How is Latin different from the other languages mentioned? That is French, Spanish, and German. Cheyenne, you have a...
They spoke Latin in Rome.
They did speak Latin in Rome. The correct answer, and I know you're on the right track, is that Latin is no longer the native language of any country. It's kind of a dead language, which all the other languages come from. Science, Meadowview. The ladybug is considered a beneficial insect. What does the ladybug do that is helpful to people? Does it make honey, pollinate flowers, provide medicine, or eat harmful insects? Annabelle?
It creates medicine.
No, don't create medicine. That's okay. Rodney?
It eats harmful.
It eats harmful insects. Belfort Transportation. In 1904, the first underground passenger railway system in the United States opened. What is such a railway called? Nathan?
A subway?
It is. In which, for your bonus, in which major American city was the first subway opened? Cheyenne?
New York.
New York is right. Spelling, Meadowview. Egypt is the site of the pyramids and the Sphinx. Spell Egypt. Tyler?
EGYPT.
That is incorrect. Let's move right up to Belfork. Rodney?
EGPYT.
That's incorrect. You spelled it correctly, Tyler, with the exception, a capital E. Okay? Belfork, science. The minor planet Ceres is about 600 miles in diameter. Is this about as wide as Montana, Alaska, Canada, or Texas? Nathan?
Alaska.
No, but I'm glad you used one of those choices because that's what I would have to do is guess at that. Let's go down to Meadowview. Annabelle?
Texas.
No, I'm glad you guessed as well. It's Montana. Meadowview science. What would you find in an aviary? Would you find birds, bees, rare plants, or insects? Tyler?
Rare plants.
No, you would not. Well, you may, but that's not what we really would find. Let's go to Belfork. Nathan?
Birds.
You would find birds. And that is the end of our second round. We'll be right back with our final round in just a minute. See you then.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I'm coming back.
We're ready to begin round 3. Our score right now is Belfort with 30 points and Meadowview with 12. We have a new participant for Meadowview. Let's meet her and then we can begin.
I'm Graceland from Miss Holker's 5th grade class.
And welcome, Graceland. Ready to begin. True toss-up questions. Health is the category. What liquid substance in your body is considered an organ? Cheyenne. The blood. For your bonus, your blood contains 4 main parts. Name 2 of them. Cheyenne?
White blood cells and red blood cells.
That is correct. Could have also added plasma and platelets. Here you go. Customs. If you visit Russia, you would be offered something prepared in a samovar. Would they offer you tea, coffee, bread, or honey? Annabelle?
Tea.
Tea. For your bonus, in some countries, visitors are welcomed by being offered bread and salt, because salt was once a very valuable commodity. What was salt used for before refrigerators were invented that made it so valuable? Okay, Annabelle, give your bonus to Tyler. Go ahead, Tyler.
Cooling things down or melting ice.
No, that's not the real thing they were used for. Preserving meat. Preserving meat. Science. The current we use in houses and businesses is called AC current. What does AC stand for? Is it Nathan?
Air conditioning.
No, that's incorrect, and let me repeat the question and give you the rest of it. The current we use in houses and businesses today is called AC current. What does AC stand for? Is it available current, alternating current, average current, or acceptable circuit? Janiah?
Average current.
No, I'm glad you used one of those choices though. And the correct answer for that is alternating current. Literature. In the Arabian Nights tales, what sailor makes 7 voyages during which he has fantastic adventures? Rodney?
Christopher Columbus.
No, good try. Let's go down to Meadowview. And that would be old Sinbad, the sailor. Literature. Moby Dick is a story of a group of men chasing a huge creature. What kind of creature is Moby Dick? Tyler?
A whale.
He is a whale, a white whale. For your bonus, a huge whale named Monstro swallowed the hero of another famous story. Who did Monstro swallow? The correct answer is Pinocchio. Grammar. Listen to this sentence and tell me the form of the verb ring that goes in this blank. After the bell blank, the class left the room. Tyler?
Made a sound or it like...
That's incorrect. Let's go up to Nathan.
Rang.
Sorry?
Rang.
Rang is correct. Here's your bonus. Listen to this sentence and tell me what the direct object is. All of the team gave the coach a pizza party. I want the direct object. Now I'm going to repeat the sentence. What is the direct object? All of the team gave the coach a pizza party. Cheyenne?
Team.
No, at least you gave an answer. It's party. Party is the direct object. Space. In what year did the first astronauts land on the moon? Was it 1967, 1969, 1970, or 1973? Annabelle?
1967.
No, very good try. Let's go up to Belfort. Logan?
1969.
1969. Here's your bonus. While on the moon, the astronauts traveled in a battery-powered car called the LEM, or blank excursion model. What word that means having to do with the moon goes in the blank? Cheyenne?
Lunar.
Lunar is right. Planets. Poison ivy can be very irritating. People who are sensitive to it can learn to recognize it by its distinctive leaves. How many leaves does poison ivy have on each stem? Tyler?
3.
3 is right. For your bonus, poison sumac is not common in North Carolina, fortunately. It differs from regular sumac by the color of its berries. Regular sumac berries are red or reddish brown. What color are the poison sumac berries? Annabelle, give you answer to Tyler. Go ahead, Tyler.
White.
They're white, or they could be bluish gray. And that is the end of our final round. We'll be back with our final score and closing announcements. See you in a bit.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Wow, we had a great match today. A total of 79 points scored and ended with Belfort with 44 points and Meadowview with 35 points. And I like to end with a big round of applause for the people who really did all the work, these students. Today we have a third match, and if you'll stay tuned, we'll be right back in a few minutes and we'll have Meadowview and Richlands on top. See you then.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming! We're going biking! Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
We're back to begin our final match of today. We're featuring Meadowview and Richlands Elementary. And right away we want to introduce our team players, and everybody wants to meet them. We'll begin with Richlands.
I'm Allie from Miss Tolhurst's homeroom class.
Hi, I'm McKenna Knickerbocker from Miss Field's homeroom class.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Bleeker from Miss Field's homeroom class.
Hi, I'm Bradley Boyd from Miss Tolhurst's homeroom class.
And the coach for Richlands Elementary is Harry Pollock and Mary Ann Field. Let's meet our players from Meadowview.
I'm Graceland Floyd from Miss Hunkler's class.
I'm Meredith Hostetler from Miss Hunkler's class.
I'm Janiyah Woodard from Miss Hunkler's class.
And I'm Annabelle Oldham from Miss Hunkler's class.
And the coaches for Meadowview are Stephanie Humphrey and Martha Spain. We already know the rules. We're ready to begin. 7 questions to Meadowview. And for 3 matches today, the first question, I believe, has always been in math. So we're going to continue that tradition. Add these 2 fractions, 1/3 and 3/5 together. What is your answer? Add 1/3 and 3/5. What is your answer? Graceland?
14/15.
That is correct. Great. Science. What would you wear in a science lab to keep stuff from getting into your eyes? Janiyah?
Lab goggles.
Goggles. Glad you didn't finish that first part because I couldn't have accepted it. That's good. English. Permission is what to get from your parents before doing anything. Spell permission. Janiyah?
Permission.
That is correct. History. Name the astronomer that discovered 4 moons of Jupiter in 1610. Richlands? Bradley?
Galileo.
That is right, Bradley. Literature. Soft Rain is a story about the Cherokee tribe that was forced to leave their land and move west. Who is the author of this 2015 Battle of the Books novel? The book is Soft Rain. Meadowview? The correct answer is Cornelia Cornelissen. Geography. Name this Asian island that once was governed by England. Now it's governed by China. And it's 2 words. Richlands? Hong Kong. I guess we don't think of it as an island, do we? Sports. Its main focus was baseball when it first opened in 1965. When Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, more than 25,000 people lived there temporarily. Name this indoor stadium in Houston, Texas, now partially demolished and once famed for its fake grass called turf. Richlands? The Astrodome. Richlands, 7 questions to you, and of course math is the first category. What is 174 divided by 3? What is 174 divided by 3? Meadowview? Correct answer is 58. Science. Levels of this compound in Colorado's Rocky Mountain National Park are much higher than their expected levels because west winds blow the substance used in fertilizer into the park. Name the smelly substance found in household cleaners and wet diapers that is part nitrogen and part hydrogen. It's Richland's question right now. Bradley?
Manure.
Nope, that's a good try. Annabelle, do you want the question?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say methane.
No, it's ammonia. Ammonia. English. I climbed a mountain today and reached its peak. Spell peak. Bradley?
P-E-A-K.
That is right. History. The ancient man Herodotus, who wrote about the Persian invasion of Greece and did some research into the past, is today often called the father of blank, which is a school subject that studies the past. Fill in that blank. Bradley?
History.
History. He's the father of history. Literature. Some versions of this tale include a stepmother who is an ogre. I can't even say that. Its main character pricks her hand on a spinning wheel. Name this classic fairy tale made into a Tchaikovsky ballet whose title character, Aurora, is awakened by a prince after 100 years. Lindsay?
Sleeping Beauty.
It is Sleeping Beauty. Geography. In 2013, groups of wounded soldiers from different countries raced each other across it. In 1915, the lost men of the Ross Sea Party traveled more than 1,500 miles to support an expedition across what very large and very cold continent? Bradley?
Antarctica.
That is very right. Here you go, music, final category. What classic song in The Sound of Music did Maria's supervising nun sing that says we should keep on going until our dreams come true? Graceland?
There's no other like Maria.
No, I like that. Climb Every Mountain is the correct song. And that's the end of round one. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Thank you for joining us. We're back for our second round. We have a score right now of Meadow with 6 points and Richlands with 10. And if you've been watching for a while, you know we have a bonus in this round, so you can pick up a few extra questions, extra points. We have new participants for both teams. Let's meet them so we can begin. We'll start with Richlands.
I'm Logan Thompson from Miss Tolhurst's homeroom class.
I'm Emma Stevens from Miss Fields' homeroom class.
I'm Grace Evers from Miss Fields' homeroom class.
We have a new participant for Meadowview. Let's hear from him.
My name's Tyler Randolph, and I'm from Miss Hunkler's class.
Welcome, new players. Ready to begin? First question goes to Richlands and literature. In what series of books is there an owl named Hedwig and a rat named Scabbers? It's Richland's question right now. McKenna?
Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter books. Here's your bonus. Which character in the Harry Potter books probably wishes the guillotine had been around a few centuries earlier? And that would be the nearly headless Nick. Meadowview, American presidents. Both Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt were born in the same state. They served as governors of their home state before becoming president. Which state, nicknamed the Empire State, were they born in? Annabelle?
Washington State.
Not Washington. Good try. Let's go down to Richlands. Logan?
New York.
New York State. Richlands math question. A macrame project requires 7 pieces of cord, each 3 1/4 feet long. What is the total length of the cord needed to complete the project? A macrame project requires 7 pieces of cord, each 3 1/4 feet long. What is the total length of the cord needed to complete the project? Grace?
22 3/4.
That is exactly right. Here's your bonus. The macrame project also requires 5 pieces of ribbon, each 2 1/3 feet long. What's the total length of the ribbon that's needed? It requires 5 pieces of ribbon, each 2 1/3 feet long. What is the total length of the ribbon required? Do y'all have an answer, team? Okay, give your answer to Emma then.
3 2/3.
That's incorrect, but I'm glad y'all tried. 11 2/3. 11 2/3. Remember, you can speak out loud on the bonus. Nobody can steal that from you. Meadow seafood. Calamari is the Italian name for an edible sea creature with many arms. What is the English name for calamari? Annabelle?
Squid.
Squid. I would have accepted octopus too, but squid is usually the food we know it as. Here is your bonus. This very expensive seafood is made from the eggs of sturgeons and is sold in red or black versions. What are these costly fish eggs called? Graceland, give your bonus answer to Janiah. Janiah?
Caviar.
Caviar it is. World Geography, Richlands. Which Central American nation has Managua as its capital? Is it Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras, or Costa Rica? Grace? It's not your bonus.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Costa Rica.
No, but I'm glad you used one of those choices. Let's go up to Meadow. Annabelle?
Guatemala.
No, it is Nicaragua. Meadow literature. Name the story in which a wooden puppet wishes to become a real boy. Annabelle?
Pinocchio.
It is Pinocchio. For your bonus, who was the old toy maker who carved Pinocchio and later became his father? Graceland, give your bonus answer to Janiah.
Geppetto.
Geppetto is correct. Literature, Richlands. His friends in the book call him Huck Finn, but his real name is the same as the title of the book. What is Huck short for? Logan?
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry is right. Here's your bonus. Who wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain is right. Good. Meadow, you need, this is math. Change 135 inches to feet and inches. Change 135 inches to feet and inches. Tyler?
11 feet and 3 inches.
That is it. For your bonus, that's okay. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. How many feet are there in 4 miles? I'm going to repeat it. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. How many feet are there in 4 miles? Tyler, give your bonus answer to Janiah. Janiah?
21,120.
That is right. Great, Richland. Well, we're not going to get to that question until next time. And that is the end of round 2. We'll be back with our 3rd round in just a bit. See you then.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Two points separates our score. We've got a great match going on here. Meadowview has 24 points. Richlands has 22 points. We know about that interrupt penalty and about the bonus passing, so you can get a lot more points in this round. No new participants, so we're ready to begin. True alternating questions, so get your hands ready on your buzzers. Inventions. In the 1700s, a French doctor invented a machine to cut people's heads off quickly and painlessly. Bradley?
The guillotine?
That is correct. For your bonus, one queen had her head cut off with the guillotine. Was it Mary, Queen of Scots, Queen Isabella, Queen Augusta Victoria, or Queen Maria Antoinette? Bradley, give you an answer to Emma.
Queen Augusta Victoria?
No, but I'm glad you used one of those choices. Bradley, it was Queen Marie Antoinette. The name is the same. What word names a machine that moves liquid such as water from the bottom of a well to the top and a kind of low-cut lady shoe? Both begin with the letter P. Lindsay?
Pump.
Pump. Bonus. What word names a person who goofs off while others work and a kind of shoe that slips on and off and doesn't have laces or buckles? Both begin with the letter L. Bradley, give you answer to your team captain, Emma. Or somebody give an answer to Emma. Okay, Emma, you have a guess?
I don't think so.
Okay, loafer. A loafer. Geography. There are many names for grasslands. Which of these does not refer to grassland? Is it savanna, veldt, selva, or steppe? Tyler?
Savannah?
Not savanna. Good try. Richlands? Selva. It's a rainforest. Literature. In the story of Alice in Wonderland, Alice meets a strange cat that is able to disappear slowly. What part of the cat is the last to disappear? Lindsay?
His smile.
It's smile. For your bonus, in Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts is always calling, "Off with their heads," at anyone who displeases her, but no one gets their heads cut off. Why not? It's the bonus, so give your answer to Emma.
Because they obey.
Well, that's a good answer, but that's not the one we're looking for. The reason is the King of Hearts always pardons them. Famous streets, teams. Which New York street is known as the center of banking and investment industry? Is it Stone Street, Grant Street, Wall Street, or Bank Street? Bradley?
Wall Street.
It is Wall Street. For your bonus, the White House is located at number 1600 on a street which is named for the state where Independence Hall is located and where the Battle of Gettysburg was fought. What street is it? It's their bonus right now. Correct answer is Pennsylvania. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is where the White House is located. Music teams, what orchestral instrument set in a triangular frame is played by leaning it against your right shoulder and plucking the strings? Annabelle?
The cello?
not the cello. Let me finish reading this for you, okay? What orchestral instrument set in a triangular frame is played by leaning it against your right shoulder and plucking the strings with your fingers? Lindsay?
The harp.
The harp. For your bonus, which of these instruments does an English horn most resemble? Is it the oboe, the flute, the trumpet, or the tuba?
The tuba.
No, it's the oboe. Both of the woodwind instruments have double reeds. American geography. What state would you be in if you visited cities named Tampa, Sarasota, St. Augustine, and Pensacola? Tyler?
Florida.
Florida. Here's your bonus. In what Florida location would you find the National Space Center, where the space shuttles are launched? Annabelle, give you bonus answer to Janiyah.
Miami.
Not Miami, Cape Canaveral. Cape Canaveral. Famous nicknames. The Big Ditch is the nickname of an artificial waterway that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans so that ships don't have to sail all the way around South America. What is the official name of the Big Ditch? Graceland?
The Panama Canal.
It is the Panama Canal. And for your bonus, Confederate General Thomas Jackson had a nickname that reflected his refusal to retreat when attacked. What was his nickname, which sounds like a piece of construction? Correct answer, unless y'all have a guess, correct answer is Stonewall Jackson. And that is the end of our final round, and we will be back with our final score and closing announcements. See you in a bit.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Gosh, we had a great match today. Total of 60 points scored. We ended with Meadow with 28 points and Richlands with 32 points. Am I correct on that score? Okay, good. And we really appreciate our scorekeeper, Ms. Sewell, for helping us out. We couldn't do it without her. And I'd like to have a big round of applause for the people who made it happen, all of you kids. We thank the coach. I know that they do a lot of work to get these questions and run them through with their students, and we appreciate that. We'll see you next time when we'll feature I think we have 3 more matches tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Have a good evening.